So here is a secondary school with a significant deficit. The school is a large 11 to 16 academy, but the process we went through in terms of analytics began with the curriculum design, which was quite normal, typically sized. The analytics showed that their enhancement, so their class size managing, was about what could be afforded. Their staffing showed that there was a significant surplus, unused, unassigned teaching time. When you take out all of the management time and the enhancement of teacher time, they had extra time for other things. It was quite clear that there was quite a large space between the used teaching time and the time that they'd actually bought. Now, in this school, that quantified to £500,000 worth of teaching time. So if we looked at their cost per lesson, which is based on their salary structure, the cost per lesson was £2,435. In the English system, that's just a little bit larger than the average that we see, apart from what goes on in London. So £2,435 per lesson that's put into the system that lasts for a year. Now, when you quantify that, or you multiply that up to the amount of time that's used in the school, they were using the unassigned teaching time to wander the corridors with a radio to achieve an on-call rota or management by walkabout. When we worked through with the school that the level of investment in that strategy was £500,000, the leaders were shocked to the point of falling off a chair. They were shocked that they were putting £500,000 worth of teaching into corridor monitoring for people that are not in lessons. Now, in a discussion of strategy, we looked at whether that was viable, whether it was feasible, whether it was value for money, and very clearly it wasn't. So, and that's a typical thing that we see in a number of schools, they changed their strategy. They employed different people, they reduced their staff surplus, and their overspend in staffing was eradicated fairly quickly. But it's not an untypical means. I was speaking to a head yesterday. When I gave this example, he said, that's what we do. We use the surplus staffing, and I don't know how much it costs. £500,000. Interestingly, the cost per 1 hour is the investment cost of doing the analytics. And if you're spending 100, 200, 300 teaching periods in the cycle for the year, 1 hour's worth of investment to do the analytics is worth the money. There's a return on your investment.